Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. Definitely, what is happening in the southern part of Nigeria is an eye opener to a lot of things, and prominent people who have been a bit silent and some have been a bit reserved in some of their comments are beginning to blow very hot, and one they're making one suggestion or asking for something. I do not know how realistic it can be achieved, but I know that there's nothing impossible if the heart is put to it. But before we go into the newspaper to find out what the southern part are trying to do, again to resist the government of the day over some certain issues, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You'll see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, Annkio Briggs, a Niger Delta environmental activist, has called on ethnic nationalities in southern Nigeria to forge a common front and resist the attack on their right to self-determination by the federal government. Mrs. Briggs also said that the President Muhammad Buhari's regime broke international laws with the way it bundled the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, back to the country. Speaking in an exclusive interview with the Post City News, she said that I have always said that there are two Nigeria. There is the northern Nigeria that is controlled for the cabal by the cabal. There is also the southern Nigeria that is also controlled for the cabal by the cabal. But the way that people are seen in the south and the way that people are seen in the north by this cabal is totally different. If we recall, rightly or wrongly, Nnamdi Kanu left Nigeria while he was on bail. In my opinion, based on again what happened, whether he was right or wrong to protect his life, because just like Sunday Igboho's case now, he was attacked, his home was attacked, and he escaped and ended up back in the United Kingdom. He is a citizen of both the United Kingdom and Nigeria, which is a legal position that the constitution allows dual nationality by Nigerian citizens either by acquiring citizenship in terms of fulfilling other needs that the other country has, either by being born there or by having lived there for so long or marrying someone who is a British national or whatever case it may be. Nigeria is a lawless country. If Nigeria is not a lawless country, Nigeria is a signatory to a lot of protocols that guards countries to behave in ways that are acceptable in the community of countries. So the fact, therefore, is that before a fugitive, if one is declared a fugitive before somebody can be found guilty of that crime, the person has to have been accused of that crime. Then the person has to have been judged by his fears in a competent court of law, which in Nnamdi Kanu's case has not taken place yet. He's been arrested, he has been accused, and the case was ongoing. The father Nnamdi Kanu is declared wanted because he didn't appear on the day he was expected to appear in court after his bail, and the Nigerian government has declared him a fugitive. Is legal, but now what is questionable and unacceptable is that, does Nigeria have a repatriation treaty with Kenya? Did Nnamdi Kanu travel to Kenya as a British citizen or as a Nigerian citizen? Then the next thing I have considered is the fact that Nigeria finds herself where she is. She recalled that in 1983 or thereabout, about 37 years ago, gentleman Umaru Diko was kidnapped off the streets of London in front of his home because the Nigerian government, as at that time headed by a military dictatorship of Buhari, declared him wanted and proceeded to, because the British government did not release him to them, proceeded to kidnap him, created him, but put him to sleep as if he was undergoing an operation, abused his human rights. They could have killed him, and it was the grace of God and alertness of his neighbors saved his life. Otherwise, he would have ended up in Nigeria in a crate, and that is illegal anywhere in the world. You can't kidnap people. So that is one aspect of it. And I remember that Henry Oka also suffered a similar thing during the Obasanjo era, at the tail of Obasanjo's government, going towards the end of Obasanjo's government, where he was kidnapped in Angola. Henry Oka, the then head of MEND, that's MED, was kidnapped in Angola and brought to Nigeria, not by going to court in Angola or and by going through the legal process to have him repatriated back to Nigeria, but by kidnapping him and bringing him into Nigeria in the night. So these things, therefore, as bad and embarrassing as they are under democratic dispensation, Nigeria is quickly turning itself into a rogue nation, a rogue country where it does what it likes and how it likes and intends to get away with it. So looking at Nnamdi Kanu's case today, when they brought him in and today that he's supposed to go, that and some days back that he went on trial, we watched and see, but definitely the way Nnamdi Kanu was brought into Nigeria is illegal. He was kidnapped in Kenya. That's the only way that you can address it. And people did not know what was happening to him for almost a week until he arrived Nigeria, when the government announced that they have arrested Nnamdi Kanu, and before the British government of what he's a national and the passport is carrying, and of course the British passport is the property of the Majesty's government. It is not the property of Nigeria, and until Nigeria changes her laws, Nnamdi Kanu has a right, and so does any other dual nationality holder in Nigeria with Nigerian citizen has right to hold dual nationality. Definitely, Nigeria has broken some international laws and some international rules of engagement in the way Nnamdi Kanu has been brought back. So whether the Nigerian government is going to be allowed to get away with that, they have done to Kanu by abusing his right, exactly what they're doing and what they have done to Sunday Igboho. What are the crimes of these people? Their crimes have originated from the case of Nnamdi Kanu asking for a separate country, and in the case of Sunday Igboho, again asking for a Yoruba nation. According to Mrs. Briggs, what Kanu and Igboho are asking are not illegal. She noted that self-determination is a basic right, that ethnic nationalities have a right to express and exercise, during that after all the Soviet Union ended up in almost 50 different countries when it broke down. The fact is that the community of the United Nations is allowing Nigeria to get away with such illegalities, and I don't understand why Nigeria can get away with what it is doing. I think the rights of Sunday Igboho and Nnamdi Kanu must be respected, as I always say. Today is Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho. Tomorrow, who is it going to be? So all ethnic nationalities, no matter the differences that we have on different issues, must come together and resist what is going on to other ethnic nationalities, because that's the only way, in my opinion, we can resist the illegalities that the federal government is carrying out on ethnic nationalities. Because if you recall, we have Boko Haram, we have herdsmen, which have been declared terrorist group by external organizations, and yet Nigeria refused to declare both Boko Haram as terror group, refuses to declare herdsmen rather as terrorist group, and instead calls them bandits and unknown gunmen. They go around in other people's ancestral homeland, pushing them out, killing them, and yet up to today, not one single Boko Haram terrorist, that is herdsman or bandit, has been tried and sentenced by any court of law. You have the cleric Gume going around meeting these bandits in the forests of northern Nigeria, in the states there, and coming out and bragging about it. You see people he calls commanders coming on air with Nigerian television companies, interviewing them, showing it to us as what they are saying. About 2 weeks ago, 18 to 19 police officers were attacked and slaughtered in their barracks, and yet this government does not think that this is an act of terrorism. And yet Nnamdi Kanu and his group that is demanding for his basic right are considered terrorists. I don't understand. I'm afraid for the people of this country. I'm afraid for the ethnic nationalities. And I think that ethnic nationalities should also be afraid for themselves and begin to find a way where they will be assured of survival. And at this rate, the only way is to have a country like Nigeria restructured. If we cannot agree to be restructured, then we must have a referendum where the people can decide what they want, and this must take place before 2023, because there will be no election in 2023, just declaration of governors, senators, which will really be a form of a military takeover, because they will take over by force under the guise of democracy, and yet people will not vote for who will represent them. Nigeria is in deep problem, but I think the ethnic nationalities are in deeper problem, and they must declare for themselves which way they want to go. Either they want ethnic nationality or they want to be free, and I think that is what Nnamdi Kanu is doing with Ipob, Sunday Igboho with Oduduwa, and the Niger Delta people for a very long time, and I am one of those that have demanded self-determination. It is a basic human right that that at this point, even secession is not a crime. To demand secession is not a crime. It is not a crime anywhere. Nigerians are already reacting. Let us meet in our comment section. It's quite a long read, but she's saying one thing, that the ethnic groups in Nigeria, especially the southern ones, should unite and definitely see how they can